phonetics or yes, if you want to practice your pronunciation, you really have to read it out. Yeah, in learning the pronunciation, it should be word by word. Yes, please. Sorry.
I used to practice my English by kasi naman may ilang movies.
Yes.
Korean movies.
Yes.
So I learned their grammar and their pronunciation.
Yes, exactly. So exposing yourself actually to English is the only thing that you could do, right? Because how did we learn how to speak Filipino? Because we are exposed in Filipino language, right? So same thing ganun lang din yun eh. Once you always watch American movies, talk shows, anything that you're interested in, kung sa movie ka mahilig, then yeah, it's okay. Or talk show, because I am fond of talk show, documentary, mga ganun. Yeah. But not the TV drama. Huwag yung mga husband's lover. Gusto naman.
Tagalog.
Ha? Hindi. I don't have time to watch
Ano daw Korean
drama.
Kasi-
Still no. Kasi it's, their pronunciation is different, right?
Yeah.
And then they speak Korean. Though there's a subtitle. Yeah, subtitle is good. Because you can really easily understand it, right?
You know how to speak in Korean?
Before.
Garbage. How
But
about
no, I don't have boyfriend in Korean. Before I used to
That's why.
you forget your past?
yeah, according to
Also, you
drama.
forget your Korean.
Ano
Korean.
ba ako ini-intrigue? Hindi. Yeah, of course.
You got
Because
paid with, did you got paid with you?
because I don't teach Korean students anymore. So I don't have somebody to talk to in Korean anymore. But because before I used to have zero English talaga na students. So I had to speak to them in English, in Korean. And I could still read and write Korean. But speaking, maybe, ano na lang, konti na. Konti lang. Like, ano sa'yo? Okay, now baby, ano sa'yo? Yeah, before I could speak it. But now, do you know Yakuda? No?
You put a,
Yakuda. Yakuda.
Ah.
Oh, yun ang definition nun, Yakuda.
Yakuda. Napunta sa Korean.
how about handsome?
Handsome? Oh God, before I know it, really? Really, I almost forgot everything. But the alphabet.
Fast boyfriend.
No.
Because
I still
Give me an
chat with
example.
him.
Give me an example for
Not
the girl
handsome.
about the boy.
Huh?
You give him a Korean speak Korean girl about the boy.
What do you mean?
No.
You know the word, the Yakuda. I forgot it kasi I don't like handsome. Handsome. They're just nice. Yeah, they're just handsome, right? Siyempre doon ko sa rich. Yes, handsome. Handsome ano. Nagkakagaw dun eh. Handsome, right? And then the beautiful one is not meant for the handsome one. Remember that? And then if you could observe it from the couples, di ba? Normally, ang gwapo talaga nung guy and then the girlfriend is not.
yes, ma'am.
How about in showbiz?
Ha?
In showbiz.
Showbiz kasi, syempre ano na sila, nagpa-derma na sila, nagpa-surgery na sila. But the normal one, the ordinary one, if you could see the Americans, di naman yung mga girlfriend, di ba kala mo katulong,
Exotic. Exotic.
exotic beauty, di ba, mga girlfriends?
Yes, ma'am.
Extraordinary ang beauty.
Exotic.
Because,
Do you want this?
I really envy them, oo, kapag short sa maiksi, puri-puri na kasi.
Exotic.
Because
Yeah.
more Filipinas have a big heart.
Big
Yeah.
heart. They're very
Yeah.
very thoughtful,
Not a
right?
big heart.
Hospitable.
The attitude.
Heart.
Oo, kasi may girlfriend ka na, mayaya ka pa. Hindi, di ba that's true? Ano ka the typical wife is actually
Yeah.
they prepare food for you, right? The
Yeah.
Filipina?
Yes.
But for the Westerners, they don't do that.
They
Yes,
don't
they
take
do
to
not
each
assist
other.
their husband, though they are leaving to the office, no.
Mm.
They don't mind you. They won't even kiss you goodbye, but for the Philippines, Filipina, di ba?
Yes, they were.
Di ba sa foreigner, nakakayo ko sa Di ba? Yes, ma'am, that's true. Kasi kung nakapag-shorts, talaga naman.
Yes, ma'am. But my friend, she's not beautiful, but her boyfriend
It's a
is.
foreign.
Foreigner.
Yes, ma'am. It's foreigner, and I think she's the one of the army. And when I talk to her in a way, in English way,
You, the girl.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, my friend,
Yeah.
she didn't know how to
He
speak.
doesn't know how to speak in English.
But if you can communicate, if you are talking to her boyfriend, he knows what's the difference of to communicate here in the Philippines and in the
I think Moscow.
yeah.
I just remember when I met my friend's boyfriend. He's an Australian, and then we were in the bar at that time, and then I talked
What bar?
in Palapala in M2. M2.
Yeah.
M2, right? Yeah. I have been there just like 3 times because just my friend. Then I talked to him. He talked to me in English, and then he asked me like, "How did you learn English?" Oh, yan. Ikaw na may kulang, may Australian accent. Yeah, because of the typical Filipino do not speak this way, right? So, yeah, so he asked me, so I said like, yeah, I teach English here in the Philippines. But your pronunciation, how about that? Because Australian accent is really difficult to understand if you could only talk to them.
British
Wow.
accent.
It's difficult to understand compared to British. The British is, the problem is their grammar. I have a chatmate who is British. Yeah, and the problem is his grammar only. There was a time like I talked to
The way you
him.
speak, ma'am.
Huh?
The way you speak. The British.
Sorry.
The way
Say
they
the way.
Yeah, the way they speak. Like there was a time like he said every die.
Every-
Every die to die.
Okay.
Alam ko tawag yung katulong ko, di die.
Every day.
No, to die. Yes. Every die. Not every day.
Every day. Oh my
Every
god.
day. Die.
Oh my god. To die.
Die.
Every day.
The British one. Scottish yata siya. Scottish from London. Scottish accent is very difficult to understand.
Scottish.
Also the Netherlands.
Huh?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Have you talked to Peter Pan?
Never that.
Yeah, Netherlands. I've never talked to somebody who's from Netherlands. Okay, and then what else do you have to do as according to Mr. Donovan?
When you want to learn more about English,
Yeah.
you don't have to rush it.
Yes,
The
exactly.
more you make mistakes, the more you learn from it.
How?
You have to develop the character, you have to practice and have self-confidence.
Yes, exactly. How does it help actually? How does it help you to improve your speaking? Once you practice and then have confidence.
Just try to communicate other people using English language.
Yeah.
Even if you have friends, you can communicate them well.
Yes.
Also, when you are at home,
Yes.
and try to watch video in English language and also with accents.
Yes. Exactly. And how about confidence? How does it help you?
Then you can get some confidence when some people will approach you when you're speaking English.
Yes.
Actually, before ma'am, I applied in e-performance, but I was failed in
I
the
failed
second
in-
interview, yes, because of my dentist again. But the first one, I passed it.
First interview. Preliminary.
That's why I want to ask you before ma'am that when you was failed there in e-performance,
When you failed
what
in e-performance? No, I didn't fail in e-performance. In
convergence?
Converge. Yes.
What is your next step?
Yeah, I really stopped applying in call center at the time and then I studied grammar by myself only. Because I didn't have any money at the time. So I bought a book which is Essential Grammar in Use. If you could only find it online, in sulit.com there is a book. Yeah, wala akong commission dyan ah. No promote. And yeah, in sulit.com actually. I I found it kasi I was looking for that, the original one.
Essential grammar.
Yeah, essential grammar in use. Eddie, author, I forgot Eddie. Anyway, you can find it. Essential
How
grammar.
much?
Huh?
Estimate.
Sorry?
How much?
Like 300 or 700 pesos. You cannot find a good book in National Bookstore. Kasi, ayoko nang ganun yung maraming babasahin. I don't like that. I'm not fond of reading. Yeah, I am more
Just the
fond
key
of
points.
actual ganun. More on activities and that. So this essential grammar use talaga, right side niya, yung book, right side explanation, left side activity agad. So, napakaganda. And then meron naman siyang answer key at the back. So you can check your answer as well. So it's a self-study really. So that's what I used to improve my speaking. The second edition and then the third edition, that's what I studied. Second edition kasi medyo madali pa. Then, if you want to improve, then use the third edition. Yes, you can find it. Yeah, so after that, I applied in e-performance. Then after that, yeah, I was accepted. Yeah, so I had a language training there in e-performance for about 1 month, the pronunciation. I didn't have, because I had a problem with the TH sounds, and then American A sound, very local yung pronunciation, right? I don't know, long O, short O, just like that. Okay, and then, yes, what else? Yes.
How can you buy that book?
In
The-
online, I think meet up yun I think. Yeah.
Idol.
Huh?
Idol.
Oh, I yes. Okay, so once you have the confidence in speaking, just like now, you can speak to us in English. But if you don't have the confidence, definitely, diyan ka lang. No? Diba? If you are so
Yeah.
shy to speak in English, sayang, bayan. That's what you have to remember, ha? Sulitin ng bayan.
Okay.
Okay, yes, what else? No pain, no gain. Do you believe in that phrase?
Yes.
Yeah, what
Yes.
does it mean? Malu?
I think you have to
Accept your failure.
Accept your feelings.
yeah, that's true.
Saan ka mo ba sinasabi yan? Hindi ka ba? Hindi, joke lang. Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, accept your failure.
Yes.
Yeah, what
And
else?
learn from it.
What else? Have you experienced that in your life? Like no pain, no gain? Can you give us an example? Yes, Chris.
I can explain it completely, but I can give my own example.
Are you sure?
For example, I'm a skateboarder,
Yeah.
and before I got those awesome tricks,
Mhm.
I've got cuts and bruises.
Yes.
That's it, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, before you could learn how to do the skating, right? Yeah, same thing, right?
That's the reason.
Mm-mm.
If you don't work hard, you don't gain
Yeah, money.
the money.
Yes, exactly, of course. Unless there's somebody supporting you. Why not? Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Yes, right? So you won't earn really, you won't earn knowledge. Just like that, I know you won't earn knowledge if you don't work hard for that. If you don't work hard for that. Right? It's not just a one snap and then you could be fluent in English. It's not like that. No, wala. Yeah, so you have to work hard, of course, right? And then yes, for mistakes, even though it's just like in life, right? Once we have done this one, and then we know that this is not good, this is a mistake, right? We do it again, right? Yeah.
Do it and you do it.
Yeah, right. If you don't mind your mistakes, you do it again. Diba? Sinabi na ng asawa ko kung gumimik sa gabi. But I have many friends. Oh, what can I do, diba? Because yeah, of course, I'm still young. Yeah, going out at night. So, because you don't know your mistakes, right? But once you know that this is the cause of the arguments, this is right, this is not good, so you're not going to do it again. So same thing in English. So once you know your grammar lapses, so you have to remember that. And then another mistakes, and then you're going to have another knowledge or another improvement. Ganun lang yun eh, right? Okay. Class? Class, guys? How was it compared English? It was compared to what? Parts of our body. Which
Yes.
one?
Arm and legs.
Arm and legs. Yeah, why? How often do you use your arms and legs?
Oh yeah, every day.
Every day, every minute, right?
Yes.
Every second. By texting, by doing the household chores, everything, working, right? So, how about English? What do you have to do then? What do you have to do?
Every is never being able to do it perfectly.
Yes, right. So, use it also every day. But how would you use English every day? Huh?
Communicate.
Can you talk at home in English?
Why not?
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Why not, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can talk to them. Yeah, through the internet. If you have
Yes.
somebody to chat with in
Yes,
English, that's why I told you you can chat
On
with me,
YouTube.
right? But not texting, maybe chatting better. Because I can type fast compared to the cell phone. Yeah. And then what else? What else you can do? Can you talk to yourself in English?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, in the mirror.
Yes.
Yes, why not? Yes,
in the mirror.
practicing
Oh,
there.
that's what I did. I talked to myself in front of the mirror. Kaya maganda ang shooting. Yeah. Especially the pronunciation. I really face the mirror. Yeah.
So you can see
in front
yourself.
of the mirror, yung pronunciation before, ganun. Kaya sobrang ate. Then ikaw nung magsabi, make sure that the door is locked. Hindi kasi, so that you will not be conscious na baka may bigla magbukas. Sabihin, anong ginagawa mo? Diba? Oo. Sabihin,
Crazy.
nakakatakas naman. Diba ganun kasi lagi impression, right? When we speak in English.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And then you will be uncomfortable. Eh, kailangan niya with confidence nga eh. So, lock the door and then talk to yourself in English. Get some questions like you can buy, where's that? You can buy this if you don't have the internet at home. The icebreaker. There are many questions in here. Then you can ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice to get ahead in your job? So, try to answer it. Kahit mali-mali ang grammar, okay lang. Because that is the first thing that you have to do to express yourself well, first in English. Though you have grammar lapses. Kailangan matuto mo na makipag-usap, makipag-communicate in English. Okay? Then after nun, pagka sa tingin mo, may confidence ka na, kaya na magsalita ng English dire-diretso, hindi na uutal. Okay? Then, after nun, next step ka, which is the correction of grammar. Kasi pagka mahirap, pagka hindi ka pa marunong magsalita ng English, then nag-grammar ka na. Mahirap. Because you cannot speak in English, then you're going to correct the grammar. How? Diba? So, yeah, you must learn how to express yourself first in English. What else?
How much can I spend?
I think 140 something. You can buy it in the National Bookstore. You can also find questions online if you have internet at home. But this one is very cheap. 140 something like that. I think. Yeah. Yeah. There's icebreaker 1 and then icebreaker 2. This is a little bit hard. Meron din mga icebreaker 1. So there are many questions, right? So how many questions are there? Not sure. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you can practice this. Oops. Okay, so yeah. What else? What else? Is there any English one? Yes.
Sometimes I'm recording my voice when
Yes.
I was using the language in my phone.
Yes.
And then try to listen.
Yes, exactly. Yes, right? Yes. Voice what? Voice lesson?
Voice,
She tried to
voice record.
record
Her voice, yes. Oh yeah, sometimes especially if you learn the phonetic sounds, yeah, you really have to do that. That's what we did during the training. You have to record your voice so that you can hear yourself and how you speak. No, para malaman mo kung pangit pa pakinggan pa nag-English ka or hindi. Ganun yun.
And then you love.
Yeah, ikaw ba mismo matatawa to sa salita mo, right?
speech.
Yeah. So you could know what you have to improve, your sound or the grammar. Ano bang tama doon sa the way I speak? Is it uncle? Is it, Carabao English?
Carabao
Yeah,
English.
right? Nasagot ko ba na with confidence or not? Right? So that is what you have to do then, right? What else? Is there any other way? You can ask a best friend, if you have any best friend or boyfriend or husband, to talk in English, or children, right? You can talk to your children in English, right? Yung mga commands lang, yeah, talk to them in English kasi so that they will also be exposed into English. Yeah, so my son could understand English, though he doesn't speak English most of the time, but he could understand because I started talking to him now in English because my student encouraged me to do that because she said that she has a friend, they are not rich, but they are talking in English at home. Even the helpers, the children, they speak in English. So, yung mga simple command, drink cold water na baby, ganun. So, yeah. So, when my son asked for some water, yeah, cold water, ganun siya. Like that. So, yung tatay niya, di ba yan? Di ba mag-English yun eh. Ganito yung mga engineer. Ha? Most of the engineers, they do not know how to speak English. Yes? Okay, what else? Okay, so is that all?